Hey guys, what is going on? It is Broken Nose Vlogs here. This video is probably going to be a little all over the place, a little haphazard. It's unfortunately going to be a talking head video. It's been a minute since I've made anything on my gaming channel. The last video I did on my vlogs channel was the LTech dance pad review. And I've had other ideas and things I wanted to run with. I've just had a pretty unlucky run when it comes to things out of my control. Namely my internet lately. My internet's been really bad. I don't know what's causing it. Now, granted, I don't have the best internet. If you guys aren't aware, I use T-Mobile home internet. The housing situation, because I am a caretaker of a house that really I don't want to touch or do anything to because it's not my stuff. I can, but I don't want to really install any sort of like permanent internet because once I leave, I'm going to have to take the internet with me, and right now the T-Mobile home internet's probably easier because it's all wireless, and it sucks, but I have been able to stream a couple things. I've been streaming on my Twitch channel 2 different games on 2 different systems. I have a PC that I purpose-built for Stepmania, and that has been working just fine. It's a 720p stream. Right now, I believe it's a 30 frame per second stream on that. I am playing around with maybe bumping up the FPS to 60. My other game that I've been streaming recently was Friday Night Funkin'. I just started doing this, and that's because, as such come with age, I guess, injuries. So I've managed to injure my left knee. I pulled my right calf. I like strained it or something. So I'm just kind of like taking it easy and not playing. So for the past 2 weeks, I've played Friday Night Funkin'. And I've streamed it. The first week worked just fine. The second week almost didn't happen because my internet was so bad. Download speeds were fine. I was in the 100 megabits per second territory. Upload speeds, I don't know what happened. It was capped. I was stuck at 1,500 kilobits per second. That was it. It wouldn't go any higher. You'd see it just boop, and it would just stay there. I was really frustrated because when I tried test streaming, I was dropping like 60% of my frames because I stream Friday Night Funkin' at 720p 60 frames per second. There's a lot more going on in the background and just in the game in general, in my opinion, on Funkin' versus DDR. So it made sense to me to stream at a higher frame rate for that. But it doesn't matter if I can't get anything. I mean, 1,000 kilobits per second is terrible. That's potato quality. And I had gone as far as prepping a video for my VODs channel. If you guys don't know, there's a VODs channel, there's the Twitch channel, and then the VODs channel gets my streams afterwards. But I was making a sort of like apology and like a heads up, we're not making a stream this week. I'll show some of the footage here, but I was prepared as far as doing that, and when I tried to upload it, suddenly I noticed my upload speeds were much faster. And so I did a real quick test, and suddenly my internet speed was back to normal. So I said, no, we'll go ahead and play Friday Night Funkin'. And so that's what I did. I played Friday Night Funkin'. If you haven't seen that game, again, there's footage up on the screen right now just showing you how that game plays. It's keyboard DDR. I mean, I guess theoretically you could play on a pad, but the button, or not the button, the step charts are kind of all over the place. So it doesn't move. It moves well enough for keyboards, but I don't think it would move well enough for dance pads. In terms of my gaming YouTube channel, War Thunder did drop a new update not too long ago. First of all, whenever they drop an update, all of my replays get essentially deleted. They don't work anymore. Very much like what they do in World of Tanks, Blitz, and PC. And then the other problem that I've had is I haven't really felt the desire to play it anymore. I am feeling like I'm a little burnt out on all my tank games in general. So I haven't played World of Tanks PC or World of Tanks Blitz for a couple months now. I have been focusing mainly on War Thunder. The problem that I have is, as a very casual War Thunder player, I play arcade. I don't play realistic, I don't play simulator. I'm not super interested in that sort of gameplay. It's just not for me. And I've noticed people like, oh, you know, you're bad, you're playing arcade mode is for losers, who cares, this content sucks. And I'm like, All right, well, I mean, if you want realistic or simulator gameplay, there are many other people that probably play that mode and are probably way better than me. Like, I'm just talking about the tanks in the game from a super layman's term. You know, the damage models are the same. It works the same way. Like, you know, if you hit ammo in arcade, you blow the tank up just as quickly as you would in realistic, as far as I know. And that's the big thing I like about War Thunder versus World Tanks or Blitz. Those are all health bars, so it's even more simplified and arcadey than arcade mode in War Thunder. And I don't think I ever said I was good at War Thunder. Like, I'm just talking about some of the tanks that I had and that I rediscovered when I, you know, brought my account back up after I got it back over 10 years of inactivity kind of thing. I do want to do other games on my gaming channel, but I feel like the problem too is that I've made it to the point where I basically have only been showcasing those tank games for a long time, so that's kind of just like what everyone expects. And when I do that, if I try to play a different game, nobody's interested. So then I kind of run into this weird situation. Like, I wanted to do scary games and other things like that, but now I'm like, well, if y'all aren't interested, the other problem is this PC has a 30-inch ultra-wide monitor. It's 2560 by 1080p. So it's not 1440p, but it's ultra-wide, and the resolution and aspect ratio is kind of funny. So when I record, I tried recording at my native or streaming at my native resolution. It doesn't really work. So I have to come up with some sort of solution, and the solution that I have is I do rescale it to 1080p when I record the videos, and you have these bars on the top and the bottom essentially, and I just pattern them in so it's not just black void. I haven't thought about how streaming will work in that situation yet, and that being said, the only other two PCs that I have are the Statmania PC, which is a pretty basic computer. It's a 12100F, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 3000, and not even RTX, I'm sorry, a GTX 1070. So it's pretty basic. Like, it can handle Statmania, and I'm pretty sure it can handle Friday Night Funkin'. The NVENC architecture in the Pascal is a little dated compared to the RTXs. Like, for example, I really like my RTX 4070 because it has the AV1 codec, which is pretty high efficiency. And then I have my gaming laptop, which I have been streaming Friday Night Funkin' on. That one is a Ryzen 7640HS, 16 gigabytes of DDR5, and an RTX 3050 6GB laptop. So the Achilles heel in that system is, well, 16 gigabytes of RAM isn't spectacular if I'm going to play more complex games, but that RTX 3050 6GB also kind of sucks. Granted, I would probably also be streaming the games in 720p, but it's just one of those things where I'm like, well, I can't really use my big computer here because I don't like the aspect ratio. I slightly regret getting an ultra-wide monitor at this point. Like, it's cool for gameplay. It's cool for me. Like, when I play certain games like World of Tanks and War Thunder, where it renders the scene and you can kind of see around the corners of a building or something like that because you have extra real estate on your screen. But when it comes to broadcasting, you know, I don't know what to do when it comes to my monitor situation. I really don't want to get another monitor at this point. I like this monitor, but it is not streaming friendly. Recording wise, it's fine because I can do a couple different things. I can adjust the canvas for, like, this situation. My canvas is 1080p, so I don't need the extra left and right, so it's only doing my webcam, which is it's a Logitech Stream Cam. I don't think they make this version. I think there's an updated Logitech Stream Cam. I know Brios are pretty good too. I'm using Brio 100s, for example, now on the Statmania rig. I don't even broadcast at 1080p though for those webcams. I drop it down to like 540p or 480p essentially, so it will reduce the amount of bandwidth and stress on the system. Yeah, it's just been a series of I'm not super excited about things happening, internet sucking. I've also kind of had like writer's block in terms of like what I want to do with the vlogs channel, because it's mainly like tech and things like that, right? So I do computers, I do, you know, my game controller, the dance pad, you know, peripherals, fun stuff like that, PC builds. And right now, the only few things that I have, I mean, I had bought these some time ago, but I was looking at doing a video on, for example, this glorious mouse. It was a Forge series, so apparently they're like limited run versions of some of their mice that they usually produce in just regular black and white. They do custom colorways. I got a $100 glorious mouse for like 20 or 30 bucks. And on the same side of the coin, because I have a Micro Center near me, I sort of deal hunt, and I found a Red Dragon mouse for like something ridiculous, like $7.99. It was like closer to 40 or some odd dollars, and they had just knocked this particular model down to $8 because it wasn't selling all that well. So I have like really, it's like budget tech, but it's budget tech, but it's not. I got it for cheap, but why was it $100 originally? And outside of that, I don't have any other PCs that I need to build. I'm pretty much done on that. Not to mention parts are exorbitantly expensive now compared to how they were. You know, I don't have anything. I thought about playing around with cell phones. I have changed a lot of my cell phones out since I even last talked about them. I had a Red Magic gaming phone. I got rid of that. Right now I'm rocking a Google Pixel 10. I thought about just like for fun looking at budget smartphones, because even budget smartphones in general have been affected by the RAM shortage and everything that's going on as well. So I thought maybe it would be fun to look at like a budget smartphone in 2025, 2026. How terrible is it? I don't have anything on the dock when it comes to the vlogs channel right now too, so I've really been focusing a lot of my time and energy on Twitch streams weekly, which I probably need to kind of pull back and make some other content for these two channels. But like I said, this is a video that's kind of all over the place in terms of topics. It's all over the place in terms of what you're going to see and what I'm going to talk about. It's a talking head video. It's me venting a little bit, me giving you guys a little bit of a status update. You know, I even thought about, just for fun on the vlogs channel, talking about my dogs. On my other channel, Toby and Winnie have both shown up. Even in the streams, Toby and Winnie have shown up. They've popped up occasionally in some of my videos. They have their own channel, and I do have content that I want to put on their channel. You know, basically like day-to-day stuff. They're pugs. Pugs are generally cute. People like them. For example, we had their first Easter egg hunt this year for Easter. Toby has just turned 5. I can't believe I've had her for 5 years. I've had her since she was a couple months old. So she just turned 5, and that's a trip. And you know, I want to document all their stuff as time goes on as well, because I want to have those memories for later. You know, because unfortunately we live longer than our pets, which bums me out a lot, but I'm not gonna get into that. But you know, I thought about introducing them on this channel, but they again feel like out of place, so I feel like I'll just upload their content on their own YouTube channel. I will probably get around to editing their Easter egg hunt video. There may or may not be some just raw footage of their Easter egg hunt on this video right now as well. This is a combination of like a bunch of topics and things that have happened to me recently, me venting, and me just kind of like throwing ideas out and seeing if any of these ideas sound good when I say them out loud versus just hearing them in my head. I don't know. And also just kind of an update of what's going on with me. But yeah, this video was only meant to be a few minutes, and I'm probably coming up on like 15 or 20 minutes now, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video at this point. If you decided to watch this entire thing and just me yapping for that long, I thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me talk about a whole bunch of nonsense. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in another video soon. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll catch you in another video that comes out relatively soon after this one. And until I see you in that video, take it easy. Bye-bye.